next week.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5.
6, 7, 8.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to ask you all a very simple question, which is how many of you have always wanted to try to improve yourself and better yourself in your life? I'm sure many of us have always wanted to try to make our lives better and make ourselves better. And I always sometimes ask myself that question, what can I do to make myself better and my life better? And it's a very thought-provoking question. So today I'm going to talk about 3 different techniques that you can use to make you and your life better, which are to understand who you are, change your life, and love yourself. Now, the first step to take when trying to better yourself is to try to understand who you are as a person. And according to Alexandra Levitt of the Wall Street Journal, she says that it's imperative to try to really figure out who you are as a person. And one way you can do that is by making a list of skills and interests that you have. And this is just a little example of some skills that you might write down in your list, like enjoy learning new ABC skills, being a handyman, being very dynamic. And when you're listing these skills, you could sort of ask yourself like personal questions like, what sort of job would interest me, or am I a positive, negative person, stuff like that. Another way you can try to understand who you are is by taking a personality assessment. According to Levitt, there are many people who go to a career counselor and they ask them to give them a personality assessment, and after they're done, they'll sit down with you and interpret the results. And these are just some different personality types. They're extroverts, they're sensors, thinkers, judgers, introverts, intuitives, feelers, and perceivers. Now, you have to pay money to take a personality assessment, but if you don't want to, that's okay, because they have some online that are completely free, and there are 2 websites. There's one called CoachCompass.com and CareerLink Inventory that have free assessments, and they only take 10 minutes, so I mean, that would sort of save you time and money. Another way you can try to make your life better and yourself better is by creating it, not reacting to it. And according to Linda Arnold of the Sunday Gazette, you should try to change some things about your life. And one way you can do that is by making a game plan, which is basically like a map of what you want to do in your life. And you should let it respond to you, not the other way around, according to Arnold. And this is just an example, again, of something that maybe your game plan might look like. It says my future life, and that has leisure, health, job, friends, where do I want to live, family, education, stuff like that. So that might be something how your game plan looks like. And you should also, if you're kind of bored or you're just sitting around, try to make a game plan, like write up your plan. It takes maybe like an hour or so. Just try to think about what sort of goals you have, big and small, for the future. And it would save you 3 hours of execution, according to Arnold. And if you don't have a game plan, that's okay. But what happens is we might develop something called an attention deficit disorder, which basically means that you might do something in your life that maybe has no meaning to you, or you just don't like doing it. So, I mean, obviously that's something that's not good. So you should try to keep that in mind. And lastly, another way to better yourself is to try to love yourself. And according to Melinda Fox of Beaver County Times, it's sort of hard to love yourself, but I mean, you know, it's something that might make you a little happier. And one way you can do that is to learn a hobby, a new hobby or skill. And these are some examples, like there's reading, football, yoga, running, puzzles, tennis, fishing. Those are some things. And yeah. And these also can help boost your self-confidence, and you'll be able to participate in more activities in your life, and it will actually give you a feeling of liberation. You'll feel calm and relaxed more. And another way you can love yourself is to live, love, and laugh, which, according to Yolanda Smith of American Nurse Today, is something that you should try to learn how to do. According to her, you should try to live a happy, joyous life. And by doing that, you can take care of yourself better. You could try to eat healthier. You could try to have a better sleeping pattern, or meditate, stuff like that. So, according to Smith, you have to try to tell yourself that you want to change. Otherwise, you'll kind of get lazy and not do it. And this is just another example of some emojis. I made an emoji thing that represents the live, love, and laugh, which is kind of cute. So in summation, trying to make yourself and your life better will sort of make you feel a lot happier and more calm by understanding who you are, changing your life, and loving yourself. You'll be able to feel a lot happier and not have to worry about much. And I'd like to end my speech with a quote by Lucille Ball. She said, "Keeping busy and making optimism a way of life can restore your faith in yourself." Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
Have you done the assessment yourself, or have you done just the ones online?
I did do it actually for one of my other classes, for my leadership class, and it said I'm like a mixture of like an extrovert and a feeler and a sensor. Like I'm a combination of some of them. So I can't really remember like which combination of, but yeah, it's some of those.
Was it accurate, do you think?
It was pretty accurate. I think it was pretty close to my personality. Maybe there were some things here and there that were like, I was like, I don't think I'm that, but it was pretty accurate, yeah.
How long was the test?
It just took 10 minutes. It didn't really take that long, honestly. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Wait, sorry, I had one more.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, you mentioned the 3 different ways. Do you think you ever have one of the 3 that you find kind of harder to do, or why?
I think trying to change your life might be a little harder. Like, I mean, it's sort of hard to try to control things that happen in your life. Some things just happen. But I think if you sort of try to make a game plan for yourself, I feel like if you're organized with what you want to have in your future, you might sort of be like, okay, I know what I want, I know I got to do this, and I got to do this in order to achieve that. So I think that might be a simpler way to do that. Any more questions? No? Okay, thank you.